Welcome back. Philadelphia's district attorney facing some major criticism. Larry Krasner, the city's top prosecutor, is now facing calls for his impeachment from State Senator Jake Corman. In a letter, Corman outlined his arguments for removing Krasner, writing in part, quote, "The recent spike in violent crime is a direct result of DA Krasner's failed policies and his refusal to perform the duties of his office to hold criminals accountable for the crimes that they commit. His decision to allow more and more criminals to walk free through plea deals and dismiss charges has created an environment in which Philadelphians are no longer safe in their own homes and communities." Joining us now to discuss is Pennsylvania State Senator Doug Mastriano. State Senator, thank you for coming back on our program here. So this is one of your colleagues who's calling for the DA to leave. DA Krasner is saying that this is all a political stunt. Where do you stand on the matter?
Thank you, Emma. And I'm sorry to have to agree with Krasner. It is a political stunt. Think about this. Krasner just won re-election on November 2nd in Philadelphia with over about 70% of the vote. So if we're going to override that election because we don't like his policies, this is his second term. And he said, I'm quoting here, "The city of Philadelphia on his re-election in November approves of my progressive agenda." Additionally, this letter coming from a senator, my colleague here, let's say the House begins impeachment proceedings as a result of this. That means if it passes the House in Pennsylvania, it goes to the Senate where we sit as judge, and that would disqualify that senator from actually participating in the conclusion of that impeachment. So this whole thing here is uncharacteristic, and it is political grandstanding, sadly. You know, Philadelphia, they want Krasner. They like him. That's a huge mandate. 70% of the vote, maybe it's 70%, for a bit of madness and failed policies. The death rate in Philadelphia is astounding. I can't believe that the people of Philadelphia think that his approach to law and order is actually satisfactory.
But as you say, people voted for him, and so you're willing to see what he does as district attorney. What would you advise him, knowing the rate of crime in the city that you do?
His job is to protect the people throughout the city. Whether they voted for him or not is irrelevant. He's there to enforce the laws and ensure people can walk the streets safely. Philadelphia should be the gem of the Delaware River, should be the light of the nation. That's where our nation was born. And instead, it's become a pit of crime. And I'm just appalled that people are willing to step aside and allow this sort of leadership. But it's leadership they want. And so is the Senate of Pennsylvania going to ride in and remove people that we don't like? I mean, this is a big mandate that he has. So it's catastrophic. My heart goes out to the people of Philadelphia, but you have to choose wisely. As President Obama said, elections do have consequences.
They do indeed. Of course, those who get into office have a tremendous responsibility, as you point out, to protect all residents, including those who did and did not vote for them. Yes. Maybe you caught some of the president's own press conference yesterday, Doug. I just wanted to get your take on what you heard and what stood out to you.
Talk is cheap. We heard him last January with all the highfalutin words of unity and coming together. And then what I heard yesterday was very dark, very divisive, very hateful. And obviously he's sliding into a dark place here. If he wants to bring the nation together, talk is cheap. Actually make an endeavor to do so. Trying to co-opt state election laws as he tried yesterday, trying to throw out the filibuster, which he robustly defended as a senator for his 47 years as a career politician. And suddenly, since it's in the way of his policies, he wants to remove these inconsistencies and hypocrisies. We're not dumb to it. We see it in America here. We want real leadership that's going to bring us together. We're tired of the divide and conquer.
Well, we're going to take a closer look at that press conference, but we appreciate you weighing in. Doug Mastriano, thank you so much.
Emma. God bless you.
You too.
Thank you.
After the last election, liberty-minded Americans are facing a difficult question. What do we do now? We do have a plan to stop them. This is the only plan that bypasses Biden and Congress to save the republic. Sign the petition at conventionofstates.com.